So you know how we do it, Commander General, and I know feeding the people, down here in Trinidad. You see what's going on. With the rain right now and condition of the people right now is real bad. So again, big ups Commander General Yana, for all the work that put in over the years that we could raise up young black men down here in Trinidad and to do the same as well in his footsteps. Right? This school is based in the United States of America, right? But we have schools all over the globe, right? And this is school here in Trinidad, right? So the day we just come in, we want some food we have. We also have some clothing, right? But we want to give all the food so that people can come back and get the access to the food down in the food for the Trinidad, right? So you can take a sample. Just come to the brother there and we'll give you. So you can come in one by one and right? Right? And
Christ and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, it's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. Now this ain't no movie, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem? Tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just send the prayer up to the Lord. I told him to let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue. It's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool yo. Go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grip. Back up. Give grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grip. Back up. It's all about
you know how we do it, Command in General, and you know, feeding the people, you know, down here in Trinidad. And we see what's going on with the rain right now, and condition of the people right now is real bad. So again, big ups Command in General, you know, for all, you know, the work that we put in over the years, that we could raise up, you know, young black men down here in Trinidad, and you know, could do the same as well in his footsteps. Right? This school is based in the United States of America, right? But we have schools all over the globe, right? And this is the school here in Trinidad, right? So they just come in, so we want some food we have. We also have some clothing, right? But we want to give all the food so that people can come back and get the access to the clothing, like the clothing for the trail and right? So you can take a sample, you just come to the brother there and he'll give you. So you can come in one by one and right? Right? And just one at a time.
And fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour plays. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit to pray up to the Lord. I told him to let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round. Approaches better move slow. Attack dogs for this truth. Nigga, cool zone. Go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Johanna. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
West to the death till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Makwaya.
West to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Johanna. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.
Seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
American Honor don't like no soldiers. We scared of the Lord. We don't like no soldiers.
Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ and they image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love. Scriptures say you hate African song niggas. They know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, totally connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never let your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shot on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't be murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí como después le realiza el conocimiento práctico universal. Hoy estamos aquí con el comandante general Johanna en ISUPK.
This is what Commander General Johanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
That's right.
All right, Shalom Israel.
Priest and Officer Mathwaya of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming to you live from out here in Point 14, right? This address to the school is Light Pole number 1, Morris Street in Point 14. If you want to come to the school, get the classes, sit down, learn, understand the Bible, understand the history, understand the culture. You understand the doors to the school is open Monday through Thursday and Saturday. So you could come to the school, ask your questions, get the answers, and help change your life, change your community, be the people that the Lord wants us to be. All right? Again, the address to the school is at Light Pole number 1, Morris Street in Point 14. If you need more information, you want to call into the school, number to call in is 479-8286. All right? That number is to call the officer that is above me, Officer Sowapiala. You could call him at that number. The school also accepts donation, maybe clothing, food, canned goods, whatsoever the case might be, because as they see, when we run before every class, we do go out in the streets, you understand, and help Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians by giving them these different things, right? So if you want to donate to the school, contact the officer as well too, right? They also too, if you can get through the officer, you could contact the captain over the school who is above Officer Sowapiala at number 1202-701-4640. 1202-701-4640. That is the captain over the school, because of course in the ISUPK there's a structure, there's a rank order in the school, just like it happens in the Bible with different prophets, because of course we follow everything in the Bible, you understand? So you can contact the captain as well. Check us out on all social media platforms, ISUPK Trinidad, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, whatsoever the case might be, for upcoming events, current classes, past classes, and so forth, right? You could see what's going on throughout the school here in Trinidad, and also throughout the nation of Israel, which is our nation, the nation of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Catch us on the street, 91.9 FM, every Thursday from 7 p.m. Again, on the street, 91.9 FM, every Thursday from 7 p.m. While we're on the show, we'll be giving out the numbers where you could call in with your question and get the answers where necessary. You understand? The upcoming High Holy Day, because of course we don't celebrate the holidays of this world. Celebrate what the Lord told us as a people that we must celebrate, we must keep, the things that we must teach throughout our generation. You understand? The upcoming High Holy Day that we have is the memorial blowing of trumpets. It will be Sunday, September the 21st, 2025 at sundown. You can find more about the memorial blowing of trumpets in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. Right? Tonight, the class that we'll be going into is Lives from the Oppressor, because about our God is because for generations, we have been taught that our God was a white God. Our God, of course, is not a white God. Our God belongs to Black people. Black people is not to worship and serve these other gods from these other races or these other nations that is wronged about us. You understand? Some of the lies being told to our people is that God is white, or there's a Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You understand? It teaches Christ is white, the angels is white, the prophets is white. What will that do to little children that is trying or getting to understand more about the Most High, more about God? Children learn pretty much from a visual perspective. And if they throw out these images that these prophets were white and God was white, the angels white, and all these different things, these children will be able now to picture in their mind that their Savior, their God, their power is a white man or white people. And when we go up with that throughout our generations, we're going to teach that now to the children behind us. And it will always keep us away from our God, away from our power. And these other nations, they are going to be superior over us and our people. You understand? So we're going to learn the lies from the oppressor that is being taught us about our God. They get into it, they're going to realize there's something totally different. You understand? Also, too, you've seen all the uproars of the people, wars and rumors of wars, what's happening with Venezuela and the US. You've seen uproars in Nepal, in France, and all these different places. Times that is happening right now, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the things that is happening, we as a people, how to understand we have to turn back to the Most High. We have to turn back to the Lord. Give me a second address, Baba Kusha. You start at verse 3. All right, we have to turn back to the Lord because these are the times that was spoken about by the prophets of old, by our forefathers. You understand? They spoke about these things thousands of years ago, and now it's coming to pass. The Lord said that his word will not return unto him void. So if the Lord saying these things is going to happen, of course it's going to happen. So-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. We know, getting the understanding of this Bible through the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, we have to take heed. We have to take heed and start understanding what is happening around us, what is going to befall us, and also to what we need to do to escape the wiles of the oppressors. Right? When you have it, read Baba Kusha. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3.
Book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, there shall be seen earthquakes.
When there's to be seen what?
Earthquakes.
So we'll be seeing earthquakes, multiple earthquakes in different places. Of recent, there's earthquakes in places whereby you want to know about it now. All our earthquakes taking place, they look at Japan. You understand? What's our earthquakes hitting Japan? Look at close in the waters between Venezuela and Trinidad. We having small ones, we having big ones. You understand? The Lord saying, when you see what?
Earthquakes.
Mm-hmm.
And uproar.
And who?
And uproar
Mm-hmm.
of the people
Mm-hmm.
in the world.
The Lord is telling you, when you see earthquakes and uproars of the people, just like what happening in Nepal and in France, they take over the government in Nepal. You understand? I think they catch the whole parliament on fire. You understand? What's happening in France? You've seen uproars in Venezuela, in the US, in Trinidad. Go ahead.
Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Now we're going to understand that these is the things that the Most High spoke before us. Even from when? The beginning. The Lord saying these things is going to happen. The Lord spoke about these things. Baba Kusha, give me it from verse 1.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
Go ahead.
verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the pipes will begin to visit the world which he made.
This is the time so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. I'll press it on the mic, right? I think your mic on. On the mic. Yeah, no. So-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Just go over verse 2 again for my Baba Kusha.
From 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 2.
Go ahead.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the pipes will begin to visit the world which he made.
This is the time that the Lord is beginning to visit the earth, the world that he made, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. And you see the uproars, you understand, the earthquakes, and all these different things happening, the Lord is starting to visit the earth. Why is the Lord visiting the earth? For the iniquities that is taking place on this earth. You understand? These other nations, they held the Most High chosen people in captivity till this day. You understand? Till this day. And we as a people still look up to the oppressor as he is our power, as he is our God, as he is our savior, as he is our help. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Verse 3.
We're on to verse 9.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people,
as we see now happening all over. Go ahead. First, it's happening so much you can't even keep up with the news. Because every time you flip news channels, Trinidad is Tobago, is Venezuela, US, and it keep going so all over. It's chaos right now. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High
spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. You understand? These are the things that the Most High spoke about, the things that will come to pass. You see it happening now. What else? Then that will make you ask, what else have the Most High spoken that is going to come to pass? You understand? What else? These are the things that you're not going to learn in no religious institution. These religious institutions, you know what they're saying? And what they're praying for? Peace. You understand? While our forefathers, they prayed for destruction of these other nations. Seeing it coming to pass now. Go ahead, Baba Kusha. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world at the beginning. So just as everything in the world had a beginning. Everything in the world, the Most High Land, you know, everything in the world had a beginning. From the trees to the seeds, the animals, crops, children being born, everything had a beginning. Go ahead. And an end. And then what? And an end. And even when you leave it, all these trees, they will die. Animals will die. We will reach that stage where we will die. There is a beginning and an end. Go ahead. And the end is manifest. Verse 6. Even so, the time also of the highest have plain beginnings, wonder, and powerful works. The signs of the highest have plain beginnings. We can see what's happening. Just as we read a little before, the Lord said, this is the signs when He's visiting the earth. They have plain beginnings. Go ahead. And wonderful works, and ending in effect and sign. In wonder and powerful works. Go ahead. And endings in effect and signs. And endings in what? Effects and signs. These are the things we're going to see that is taking place throughout the earth right now. When you look at these other nations, when you look at the things that they're going through, Most High is visiting the earth. We're going to see the signs, we're going to see the wonders, we're going to see all the powerful things that is about to take place with these other nations, and they're going to know it is from the Lord. You understand? Go ahead. Verse 6, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. Everyone that what? Everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. Go ahead. And by faith, whereby he have believed. Verse 8. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land. And shall see the Most High salvation in his land. So all these things, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, letting you know, we have to do something. It's not just rock back, sing, beat a tambourine, and all is going to be well with the coming of the Most High. You understand? The Lord telling you that everyone that shall be saved and able to escape is what? By his works. We have things to do, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. It's not just, we believe in Christ and we rock back. You come into the school, you come into the ISUPK, start getting the understanding, you will know that we as a people, you have to start coming together and do what the Lord tells us to do. Go ahead, Baba Kusha. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land. So it will be preserved from the destruction that is going to happen to these other nations. Go ahead. And within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Within the Most High land, which is Jerusalem, the Lord saying that He what? Sanctified them from in the beginning. Go ahead. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So those that abuse the Most High ways, the laws of the Most High done away with. We don't need to keep the Passover. We don't need to keep the high holy days. You understand? We don't need to keep these things that the Lord tells us that we should keep. You know, we can eat anything, pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, have yourself a time. The Lord said that they will be what? Cast away despitefully. And they shall what? Dwell in torment. This is what is going to befall the people that do not want to serve the Lord. You understand? Give me the book of same 2nd Esdras 9, give me 27. Jump down to verse 27. Mm-hmm.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 27.
Go ahead.
After 7 days, I sat upon the grass.
So there's the prophet Ezra, and he's telling us something. He's going to tell us something here now. Go ahead.
After 7 days,
Mhm.
I sat upon the grass, and my heart was vexed within me.
And his mind was vexed within him. He sat upon the grass and something troubling him. Go ahead.
Like as before.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 28. And I opened my mouth and began to talk before the Most High and said, verse 29, O Lord, thou hast showed thyself unto us. Thou wast shown unto us. Thou wast shown unto our father in the wilderness.
The prophet Ezra is saying, he opened his mouth, he started to talk to the Lord and say, Lord, show yourself to us. Show yourself unto our forefathers in the wilderness. Go ahead.
In a place where no man had treaded,
Mm-hmm.
in a barren place, when they came out of Egypt.
So we come out of Egypt, we was in this barren place. Go ahead.
Verse 50. And thou spakest, saying, Hear me, O Israel.
What the Lord said?
Hear me, O Israel.
The Lord wasn't speaking to every nation or every race. The Lord said, hear me, O Israel, you so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Go ahead.
And mark my words,
Mm-hmm.
thou seed of Jacob.
And mark his words. Take heed. Listen. Go ahead.
Verse 31. For behold, I saw my law in you.
What he saw?
My law in you.
Lord saying, for behold, for look, I saw my law in you. You understand? Go ahead.
And it shall bring fruit in you.
And it shall what?
Bring fruit in you.
The Lord is saying that it shall bring fruit in you. Why is the religious leader saying that the laws are the Most High done away with? The Lord saying that he has sown his laws in us. These religious leaders saying, nah, we don't have to keep the laws. The Lord telling us he sow it and it is going to bring forth fruit. They saying, nah, don't keep it. You understand? The Lord tell us, hear, O Israel, mark my words, listen, hearken. Sow my laws in you and it is going to bring forth fruit. Go ahead.
Come. For behold, I saw my law in you,
Mm-hmm.
and it shall bring fruit in you, and ye shall be honored in it forever.
And you shall be honored in it when?
Forever.
You shall be honored in it forever. Go ahead.
Verse 32. But our father, which received the law,
Mm-hmm.
kept it not.
What they did?
Kept it not.
Forefathers before us, when they received the law of the Most High, they kept the law, Most High law not. Didn't keep it. Go ahead.
And observe not thy ordinances,
Mm-hmm.
and though the fruit of thy law did not perish, neither could it, for it was done.
Go ahead.
Verse 33. Yet they that received it perished,
Mm-hmm.
because they kept not the thing that was sworn in them.
So it's showing you, so-called black man, that the Lord saying, those that didn't keep the law, they what? They perish. They didn't keep what was so in them. So now it's showing you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, that we have something other than these other nations, which is the law of the Most High. We have to make sure that we keep these laws, commandments, and statutes. Despite what might be taught in the Christian church, in these religious institutions, in the schools where our children attend, we have to teach our children these laws. You look at the signs at the time, they've seen it getting more serious. Every day. You're seeing where the Lord is saying that our forefathers, they didn't keep the law. If they kept it, we would not be in this position that we're in right now. We would not be the ones at the bottom of society. We wouldn't be the ones black on with all the black on black crime and high in hypertension and high in heart disease and glaucoma and all these diseases. We wouldn't be in this position if our forefathers had kept the Most High laws. You understand? So this, once we understand this, we see now, our forefathers made a mistake. They stepped away from what the Most High gave them. Go ahead and Officer Michael. Sit down to 37, right?
Verse 34. And lo, it is a custom when the ground hath received seed, or the sea a ship, or any vessel, meat or drink,
that being perished, wherein it was sown or cast
So it is a custom that any seed meet in the ground, any ship it in the sea, any meat or any drink, it is a custom that what? That being perished, wherein it was sown or cast into, which means it is going to come to an end. Go ahead.
Verse 35.
Mm-hmm.
That thing also which was sown or cast therein
Mm-hmm.
or received do it perish and remaineth not with us, but with us it hath not happened so.
So what the Lord is showing in here, so-called black man, is that when we receive the laws is not going to perish. The thing that was sown in us, it is not going to perish not. Go ahead.
Verse 36. For we that have received the law perish by sin.
How we perish?
By sin.
Mm-hmm.
And our heart also which receive it.
So we perish by sin. We perish because we transgress. What is sin? Sin is the transgression of the law. We perish when we go aside from what the Lord had sown in us, from what the Lord had given us. This is what the Lord is explaining to the prophet Esdras, your forefather. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
Notwithstanding, the law perisheth not.
The law what?
Perisheth not,
Mm-hmm.
but remaineth in its course.
Law of the Most High, it will not perish. These laws were supposed to be taught to these other nations by you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. The Lord is telling you these laws, it's not going to perish. You understand? The religious leaders, Matthew 5 and 17, Baba Kusha. The religious leaders tell you, Matthew 5, 17, yeah. The religious leaders tell you that the laws are the Most High done away with. But the Lord is telling you through his prophets that these laws is not going to perish. These laws is not going to be done away with. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha. Mm-hmm.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and 17.
Go ahead.
Think not.
What?
Think not.
So the Lord is telling us, think not. What does that mean? Don't get twisted. Don't think something different. Don't think something contrary. How it is being laid out to you here, this is how it's supposed to be accepted. Go ahead.
Think not.
Mm-hmm.
I come to destroy the law.
So he's saying, think not. Okay, twisted. That I come to destroy the law. That I come to do away with the law. You understand? Christ is letting us know that he did not come to do away with the law. Go ahead.
All the prophets.
Or who?
All the prophets.
All the prophets of old. Jeremiah, Samuel, David, Ezekiel. We just read the prophet Esdras. You understand? Where the Lord saying that his law is not going to perish. He told his prophets that. He showed Moses, who was one of his prophets, the laws of God, and told him to teach the children of Israel, and that they must teach it through their generation. So how now the laws are the Most High done away with? How now it is not acceptable? You understand? Christ came on the scene now and he's telling you, don't get twisted. I didn't come to do away with the law. All the prophets, which means the things that the prophets laid out. You understand? Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill it.
Christ is saying that he has not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. He came to do it. He came to show us this law is the real deal. You understand? Just paraphrasing, the Lord said that his ways, his laws is not burdensome, it is not grievous. Remember 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48, Baba Kusha, which means we could do these laws. We could do these things. But when we don't understand certain things like the oppressor, the wiles of the oppressor, by telling us that Christ is a white man, God is a white man, there's a Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You understand? The earth was created by a Big Bang theory. We'll be confused. You understand? And then, not knowing our culture and our history, we will hold on to the things that belongs to these other nations. You understand? And when we hold on to that now, we start learning their culture, their ways, of course, we're going to be part of them. We're going to join ourselves with these other nations, we're going to join ourselves with the enemies of the Most High. Because the Most High have enemies. You understand? So now that you're learning about the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you're going to understand this school is for so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We're going to teach you about the oppressor. You understand? The teach you about the oppressor, then now you have to make that proper assessment to understand now. The things that I learned from the oppressor, I'll address back. I'll hold up a little bit. And let me start learning from my people. Let me start learning from my bloodline about my heritage and my culture. We can't go and teach a white man about his heritage, his culture, we can't teach him about that. You understand? So now how come these other nations could come, the East Indians, the Chinese, the Syrians, and teach us about our culture, our history, our bloodline? We have to go to our own. The Lord said in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourself together. Gather together, O nation, not desire. When they gather together, of course, you're going to start learning the people that you are, the history that you have. You understand? Your culture and your heritage, your bloodline, the tribes that you came from. When you start gathering yourself together, when you have it, read Baba Kusha.
Book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Right.
And I laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
So he's saying, and laid open the book of the law. So now he's showing you the laid open the book of the law, wherein you what?
The heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
So the heathen started to do what? Paint the images of their likeness. The prophets white. So started paint Ezekiel white, Jacob white, Job white, Jonah white, Christ, the image that they give us. You understand? The image that they give us. We born meeting this image. This image here, Christ. We born and come and meet this. This says what you will call generational curse. We come and meet this. Our parents came and meet this. Parents before them, they came and meet this. You understand? The heathens, they took the book of the law and painted their images because they wanted the ones to be the ones that is superior over us and keep us in subjection under them. You understand? Read it again, Baba Kusha.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So the heathen sought to do what? Paint the likeness of their images. They paint Christ white. You understand? All the prophets white, the angels white. When you read in the Bible, you're going to understand Christ is a black man. Most High is a black man. All the prophets black. You understand? The angels black. You're going to understand the whole book is about a bloodline of people that black. But these is the wiles of the oppressors. You understand? The wiles and the lies that they tell about your God. And once you subject yourself under that, you know it's just going to be weak. You is going to be weak and not helping your nation, but actually being a help to their nation and their people. You understand? When you start learning about your God and your power, you start learning that your people black, your God black, the power of your God, the things that your forefathers knew. You understand? You're going and drop up all them old gods. You're going and drop up the gods of these other nations that the Lord always told the children of Israel, do not cling to these gods. Do not cling to the gods of the other nations to bow down and to serve them. We don't understand the wiles of the oppressor. We don't understand the position that we're in right now. Give me Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, Baba Kusha. We don't understand who the oppressor is. But in the ISUPK, we're going to teach you about every nation, every race. You understand? From the Asians, to the East Indians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Syrians. We're going to teach you about every race, the role that they played in your captivity in this Bible. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Come on, come. Book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
When the righteous what?
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The righteous is in authority. The people what? They rejoice. But are the people rejoicing right now? Of course not. So that letting you know, so-called black man, that the righteous is not in authority. Look at what happening throughout the earth today. If righteousness prevailed, even in a country, you must realize now about that country, something about that place. That's that governing body. But the righteous is not in authority. Read it again, Baba Kusha.
Come on, come. Book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked therein rule,
the wicked what?
But when the wicked therein rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked therein rule, the people mourn. And that is what you're seeing happening right now. All over throughout the globe, people are in mourning. Because the wicked, they want to heap everything to themselves. They want to go from country to country and play this the biggest bully. I want your oil, I want your gas, I want your everything. You understand? They want to go through every nation as the head chief. Everybody must bow and answer to them. You understand? Job, Baba Kusha, Job 9 and 24. But the Lord is saying what? Wicked is in authority, people is going to mourn. We could see righteousness is not ruling the earth right now. Righteousness is in the earth, but it is not governing the earth as yet. You understand? But it is soon going to govern the earth, and the earth is not going to be the same place that you thought it would have been. You understand? Give me Job 9 and 24, Baba Kusha.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is what?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That is why the people in mourning. You understand? The wicked is in authority. The Lord telling you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Wicked ones is the ones running the earth right now. You understand? Well,
come on. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He do what?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and he do what? Hide the judges. Hide the children of Israel. Hide the 12 tribes. He covered the faces of the judges. You understand? So Jacob 12 sons, nobody know who they is today. The prophets, or every prophet white, according to the oppressor. You understand? That bloodline is not a royal bloodline. That bloodline is not from Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. That bloodline is from Otumfu, because those people, they are Africans. They are not the children of Israel, Yasha Allah, Prince of the power. Nah. Cover the faces of the judges. The real people that's supposed to be judging the earth, ruling over the earth, teaching the other nations the rules and the regulations of how this earth is supposed to run, or the planet supposed to function under Christ. Their faces are covered. Nobody don't know who they are. You understand? And the oppressor have done such a good job that when they start explaining and asking people, you know, who's the 12 tribes of Israel or who is the nationality, it's just bare confusion. You understand? The 12 tribes of Israel belongs to some Rasta community. You understand? The Lord's chosen people is white people, or we call them again Mormons. It's bare confusion. When the Lord's chosen people, they are in the ghettos, throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord told us what is going to befall us in these last days. The Lord told us what is going to happen to us if we did not adhere to his laws, his commandments, and his statutes. You understand? We have to start to understand the wiles of the oppressor, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Our history is a rich history, a rich culture. You understand? We have things that we as a nation and a people supposed to be coming together to do. All these high holy days and feast days of these other nations, we are not to entangle ourselves in that, but do what the Most High tell us to do. You understand? Celebrate his high holy days, keep his feast days, first fruits, tabernacles, the Day of Atonement. You understand? Teach these things throughout our generation. Imagine we go into the school system from our parents or foreparents' time, and you learning Christ is black, the angels is black. You learning that you separate from these other nations. You know the position that we would have been right now? Not in the same position that we're in. Because now that generational curse would have started to lift. You understand? Yeah, that generational curse would have started to lift. We would have been moving from the position that we are in right now. You understand? The oppressor now, in return, the oppressor say that we have to gather in this building called church. The scriptures and the history let you know that the church is just a gathering of Israelites, a gathering of black people. You understand? Hispanics and Native Indian. But they tell me we have to go to this church and baptize. You understand? Give offering and love gifts. Praise the Lord, beat tambourine, beat drum, and we holy, we got to go. You know what I mean? We not do nothing, just wait on the Lord. We as a people, we have plenty work to do. You understand? And we could start, I'm sure we could start. We could start by calling a number below your screen there. That number was calling across, call a number. Come into the school. Get an all black, start learning and applying. More you learn, more you apply. You understand? Give me Ephesians chapter 4, Baba Kusha. Chapter 4, verse 4 to 6. Start learning and start applying the laws of the Most High. When you start applying, you go want to teach somebody, you go want to teach at somebody close to you. Your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt. If you're not applying it, I don't need to teach nobody. If you don't know it, you go teach somebody. You understand? Start coming in, you start learning, pass it on to the next brother next day. Officer, so go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Right? Never use that to like how everybody will say, religion is of the truth.
Right.
We always understand the community that are with the school.
Right.
Here we mention it from time to time about the task of the school. Even though this is where they're going to be on and actually learn
Correct.
everything that is going on.
Correct.
The previous and last one, we have this family structure, this house in order.
Correct. Yeah, can. And the officer swap was just saying, they just reiterating for who didn't hear. This is a school. You understand? This is a school for black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is not a place where you're going and learn to be tambourine and be soft. It's a Hebrew academy. You understand? They come in, they want to be a trooper in the school, they want to learn the work of the Lord, they have a test to do. Then have officers watching and monitoring you, making sure that you're doing the right thing. Not when you go like in the Christian church and, you know, let's come in the church and, you know what I mean, you do you and I do me. That people above you that is going to watch for your steps. Watch to see where you're going wrong. Guide you back on the right path. You understand? Brothers are wrong here. This is a nation. This is your nation. This is your school. If you look back at the principle of the school that we went to, but that we go into, some of us might be going to. You understand? When you hear coming close to test time, you and your peers and them all they want to study. All they want to study because nobody want to fail. Beating late hours, they're going to books, they're going in the library, doing all these different things. Here is a school. You understand? When you come in the school, you're going to have people around you teaching you the Bible. Because they don't want to see you fail. They want to see you on the right path. You understand? When you learn that and you shed off that spirit, I read this video say, you shed yourself from the world, the things that you learn outside it. You shed yourself and put on the spirit of the Most High. So of course, you wouldn't want to see a next man close to your faith. You understand? This is the school for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Come in and learn. Ask your questions. You understand? Learn about your culture and your history. When you have it, read Officer Michael Babakushan or Officer Salaki.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
There is one body.
There's what?
There is one body.
There's one body. There's one school. You understand? One body, which is the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. One place where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to be. Lord telling you that there's one body, not Muslim and Baptist and Pentecostal and Church of the Latter-day Saints and Ethiopian Orthodox. Where Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to be is in that one body. That body is the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. Go ahead.
And one spirit.
One what?
And one spirit.
One body, one spirit. One body, not no different doctrines and philosophies and all these different things. One body, one school. They come in here, all schools speaking the same thing. The school in Trinidad is going to speak the same thing as the school in Jamaica. Jamaica is going to speak the same thing as Trinidad and the UK. The UK is going to speak the same thing as in Trinidad, Jamaica, and over in the Americas, North, Central, and South. One doctrine, one philosophy. If you look at the churches outside, everybody has something different. You understand? Here is the school that you need to be so-called black man. One body, one spirit. You understand? Which is the spirit of what? The spirit of warfare. The Lord said that he's a man of war. You understand? Now, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you now have to go to war with yourself. The things that you learn from in the world, you have to go against that. Smoking, you have to stop smoking. So now you have to war with yourself to stop smoking. You used to commit abortions. Now you have to war with yourself, sister, to stop committing abortions. Adultery, the young guy, when they know, they don't understand the laws of the Most High. You understand? We as a people, we're not supposed to be committing adultery. They come into the church, they come into the school, they will learn that. Now you have to go to war with yourself. One spirit, not to commit adultery. Don't go and sleep with another man's wife. You understand? Vice versa with the sisters. We have to war with these things. Thieving, war against it. They have to stop doing that. Drugs, war against it. And you have people around you and above you to help you. You understand? With these things. That is why we just say brotherhood is a weapon. You understand? You want to fight anything, get that weapon and use it. So-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. We could elevate ourselves. We could come out from this condition. We could start helping one another. We ain't talking about physical help yet. We're talking about the renewal of your mind. You understand? For that brother or that sister to start getting the mind right. That is why I go here, we're saying over and over, time and time again, we have to keep the laws of the Lord. It might sound repetitive. But now you listening on the outside have to realize, wait now, the laws of the Lord, right? You so what is the laws of the Lord? Then you go start to know. The Lord saying we're in one body, we're in one spirit. Spirit of warfare. We have to go to war. Start learning about the Most High. Start learning about his rules. Start learning about this family. as Officer Sawapiala was bringing out a while ago. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4. There is one body and one spirit.
One body, one doctrine, one philosophy, one school, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Go ahead.
Even as you are called in one hope
One
of
what?
your calling.
One what?
As you are called in one hope of your calling.
One hope is these scriptures, so-called black man. Everything written in this book. One hope of your calling. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 5. One Lord.
One what?
One Lord.
You have no Yahusha and Yeshua and Yodve or Yodhe, YWHW. One Lord, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew, and Yahweh Shai, which is Jesus Christ. You understand? One Lord. Not all these different names that they're calling all over. Have a Hebrew class on Friday. Come into the ISUPK, start learning the Hebrew. You learn Christ's name in Hebrew, Yahweh Shai, the Most High name in Hebrew. You will be given a Hebrew name after you do 90 days. Because remember, you're coming back to your culture. You're coming back to your family. You're coming back to your nation. So now we have to throw off what the oppressor put on us through slavery that was passed down to our generation. You understand? One hope, this truth, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, we need to come and learn this truth. Come in the school and learn. Go ahead.
One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
One what?
One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
One Lord, one faith, one baptism. The Most High, one faith, doctrine. This doctrine is only one belief system. That is what we were just saying a little while ago. Same thing UK talking, same thing Trinidad talking, same thing Jamaica talking, and every school where these Israelite school or UPK is scattered through the four corners of you. One doctrine, one baptism, meaning there's only one way that the so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is going to get clean. Contrary to what your church is doing, they're going to dip in a tub, you understand? Or in a barrel, or carry on the beach. One way that the so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is going to get clean. You understand? Somebody hold Ephesians 5 and 26 before me, Baba Kosha. One way is going to get clean. You understand? All what your religious leaders doing, you're not going to get clean. If they dip in water, you're just going to come out being wet. But in order for us to start cleaning ourselves, we need to get our mind right. You understand? If you was a drug dealer, you know by, nah, I just stop doing that to my family. When these drug dealers selling their drugs to these people on the street, right? A drug dealer that belongs to your bloodline. If they understood certain things, they will know that they're selling drugs to their family, right? Now, look at it like this way. Most drug dealers, people might know, they ever see them selling drugs to the immediate family, like the mother and the brother and the sister. Well, very, very, very rare. You see that because they know that is my family. And they know what they're doing is going to destroy your family. So you ain't going to do it to your mother and your brother who come out of the same womb or sell it to your father. Very rare cases that are going to happen. So now, if you start to understand that these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians round about you, in your village, in your community, in your area, in your zone, starting there first, that these is actually your blood brother, your blood sisters, and you selling drugs. You're not gonna know? Nah. What the Lord saying is correct. I can't send that to my family. I can't destroy my family like that. You understand? I can't weaken my family structure like that. Nah. You gotta follow the law. You understand? Give me the Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 26, Baba Kusha.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it when the washing of water by the word.
But the what?
By the washing of water by the word.
The washing of water by the word. That is how the so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child is going to get clean by the washing of the water of the world. How to hear these things, you had to do these things, you had to apply these things, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, to be clean. You understand? In order to get your mind right. This is how we're going to clean up yourself as a people, returning back to the Most High laws, returning back to His words. Have no other way for the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man to be clean. You understand? Whatever they say in the Christian church, whatever they say in the Muslim mosque or in religion, or on whatever podcast, no way the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man is going to get clean more than washing out the water by the word. You understand? You may Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, Baba Kusha. 1 and verse 2. That is how we're going to get clean. Salakia, give me Psalms 147 and 19. Yeah, Psalms 147 and verse 19. When you have it, go ahead, Baba Kusha.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Well,
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He do what?
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
The Lord showeth his word unto Jacob. Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. These rules, these laws, these judgments were shown unto Jacob. You understand? Whose name was changed to Israel. That is why he's saying he showed his word unto Jacob, the statutes and judgment unto Israel, which is the nation of Israel, right? Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He had not what?
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
All the nations on the earth, with all the families on the earth, the Lord have not dealt so. The Lord have not shown them what was given to the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. The Lord have not dealt so with any other race, any other nation. These things was given to us. You understand? Go ahead.
And as for his judgment.
And as for his what?
And as for his judgment.
And as for the punishments, go ahead.
They have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
These other nations, they have not known them. You understand? Now give me the Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, Baba Kusha. These other nations have not known what the Lord has given unto us. Because why? We was the ones supposed to keep these laws and teach it to the other nations. We was the ones who supposed to be the righteous ruling class on the earth. You understand? Go ahead.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who?
O children of Israel.
Only the children of Israel. O children of Israel. We're hearing it again. Some might say the Bible belongs to everybody. The laws belongs to the Lord saying, read it from the top again, Baba Kosha.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known.
So, all the families of the earth that the Most High brought up from Egypt, he said, you only have I known. Go ahead.
Of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you.
You will do what?
I will punish you.
You will do what?
I will punish you.
This is what we have to understand about the Most High. The Lord saying, you only have I known. And I will what? I will punish you, so-called black man. Go ahead.
For all the iniquities. Salakia, for all your iniquities.
For all your iniquities, so-called black man, the Lord saying that he's going to punish us. You know, iniquity is sin. Sin is the transgression of what? The law. That our prophet Esdras has spoken about, that we read earlier, that David has spoken about. So that letting you know, so-called black man, we have to keep the laws of the Most High. The Lord says he will punish us for our iniquities. You understand? That is right? That is 2? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 14. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 14, Baba Kusha. The Lord saying that he's going to punish us for our iniquities, for our wrongdoings. You understand? So now we have to learn. We have to learn how not to be punished by the Most High, Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 6, chapter 6 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not go after other gods.
Shall not what?
Ye shall not go after other gods of the gods of the people which are round about you.
So the Lord is telling us, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, we as a people not supposed to be going after these gods. The gods that what is wrong about us, which means the God of these other nations. All these other races among us, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, we are to stay away from their gods. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 15. For the Lord thy God is a jealous God.
For the Lord thy God is what?
For the Lord thy God is a jealous God.
The Lord is a jealous God. Why the Lord saying he's a jealous God? This is what we have to understand. The Lord wants us to serve him. He give us rules, he give us laws, he give us judgments. He said, don't go to no other gods. Because why? He is a jealous God. Now we have to think, like for example, you might say, like you might have, let me see, we have a woman, for example. You understand? And that woman go wrong somebody else. Then you go do what? You'll get jealous. You understand? Because of the things that you already put out or already did or put in place for that woman that you have. The Lord is telling you that he is what? A jealous God. The Lord wants you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, to himself.
Right.
You understand? So the same way how you going to function in a scenario like that, watch it like the Lord doing the same thing with you. The Lord where you're going and serving the gods of these other nations. The Lord saying that he's a jealous God. Go ahead.
A jealous God. For the Lord thy God is a jealous God among you.
Among who?
Among you.
And among everybody.
Among you.
Among these 12 tribes, this nation, the Lord saying that he is a jealous God. Go ahead.
Lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against thee.
Yes, lest the what?
Lest the anger of the Lord be kindled against thee. And destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
Lest the Lord's anger be kindled amongst you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. So which means the Lord could get angry. The Lord does get angry. Of course, the Lord repents. You understand? From some of his anger. But the Lord saying, lest the anger kindle against us. And he do what? Baba Kusha?
Lest the Lord anger, let the anger of the Lord be kindled against thee and destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
This is what's going to happen to us if we continue believing the lies of the oppressor about our God and our power. You understand? Lord could get angry and he's going to do what? Destroy us from across the face of the earth. So when you see certain things happening with certain people, the anger of the Lord is being kindled. The Lord is destroying them from off the face of the earth. Give me 1 Samuel, Baba Kosha, and Shah, you could hold Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. Right? Give me 1 Samuel chapter 66. Chapter 6 and verse 68. When you have it, go ahead, Baba Kosha.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 6 and verse 6. Wherefore, when do ye harden your hearts?
Well, that's all right. I'm going to catch up with you. 1 Samuel 6. Did I make a mistake here? Hold on 1 minute, Baba Kusha. Give me what you're doing, Sasha, in the meantime.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill.
Lord said that he's doing that. Saying that what? Even I, there's no God with the Most High. I have no Krishna, no Buddha, no other power with the Most High. The Lord saying that he killed. And he does what? Make alive. You understand? The Lord saying he don't want us serving no other God because he's a jealous God. The Lord saying that he don't want his anger to kindle upon us for him to destroy us off the face of the earth. The church saying that the Lord is all tender and loving and full of kindness. But they're not showing it the Most High's wrath for the things that we might do that will be not pleasing towards him. The Lord said that he does what?
I kill and I make alive.
The Lord saying that he kills and he makes alive. Go ahead.
I wound and I heal.
We kill, make alive, he wound, and he also heals. Might have diseases, cancer, whatsoever the case might be, whatever ailments they might have. The Lord is the one to bring you back from that. You understand? Whatever ailment they might obtain, it's the Lord. The Lord says he'll bring every sickness and every plague that is not written in this book upon you. The Lord is the one doing that. I wound and I heal. Go ahead.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
And the Lord telling you in his book that it is a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord. Just paraphrasing that scripture. The Lord is telling you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, there's none that could deliver out of the hands of the Lord. When they fall in the hands of the Lord, so-called black man, that is between you and the Lord. You better ask for forgiveness. You better repent, as it is said. There's none that could deliver you from the hands of the Most High. You understand? Where we was at before? Deuteronomy. Go down to verse 17, Baba Kosha did Deuteronomy 6 and 17. I believe it was that day or 15. Yeah, jump down to 17, Baba Kosha. But we finished 15. Deuteronomy 6 and 17.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 17. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord.
So now Moses is telling us to do what? Diligently keep the commandments of the Lord. You understand? Sometimes we have to sit down and observe, look, listen, learn, search out, diligently keep it. The commandments of the Lord. Go ahead.
Your God and his testimonies and his statutes,
right,
which he had commanded thee.
So all the testimonies, the statutes, you understand? Things that the Lord had commanded us, these are the things that we're supposed to diligently seek and do as a people, as a nation. You understand? Moses gave us that throughout our generation. We're supposed to be carrying it on. But of course, we discontinue from that. We discontinue from our heritage. You understand? Give me Hebrews chapter 12, Baba Kosha. We start at verse 6. We discontinue from that. We discontinue from our heritage. We stop diligently seek to keep the laws of the Most High. You understand? Because we believe in the lies of the oppressor. All these things that the oppressor push on us, we just absorb it and go with it. You understand when you have a read Baba Kosha?
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
From whom the Lord what?
For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
You have to understand so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Just like Officer so I was bringing out, he's saying that the Lord is a father. These are the things that you have to know. Just like you have children as a father. See your children doing wrong. They're going against the rules that they laid out, that you laid out for them. You understand? You go chastise them. Because you want them to be on the correct path. The Lord saying, read it again from the top, Baba Kusha.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
The Lord saying that who he love is going to get chastised. You as a people, the Lord loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We're going to get chastised if we're not doing the things that the Lord laid out for us to do. If he's not keeping his laws and his rules and his commandments, in the second Ezra, chapter 6, you understand? If we're not doing these things, the Lord is going to chastise us over and over again until we get it right. Because the Lord loves us as a people. The Lord loves us as a nation. We have to understand these things. So when you see sometimes things going wrong, things not going in your favor, sometimes the Lord chastising you. Because the Lord loves you, so-called black man. The Lord said, who we love, we trying to chastise. Where do you have it, Baba Pusha? Second Ezra 6.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 1. And it said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders.
That's all right. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 59.
Okay. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 59.
Yes, hold on one minute, Baba. Start at 54.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So after Adam, you understand who the Lord made Lord over all these creatures, of him come we all these nations. You understand? Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people who?
And the people also who thou hast chosen.
And also the Lord's chosen people, the 12 tribes, Jacob's sons. Go ahead.
And Slakia, verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
The Lord made us the world for who?
For our sake.
The Lord made us the world for our sakes, for us. For this nation, this world was made for us, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. You understand? The Lord's chosen people. This is what the angel is telling Ezra. The Lord made this world for our sakes. Go ahead.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
As for who?
As for the other people.
As for all these other nations, Chinese, East Indians, the Syrians, all these other nations upon the face of the earth. Go ahead.
Which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Lord saying that these other nations, they are nothing. You understand? The Lord chose you and give you rules, give you laws, he give you commandments. He telling these other nations is nothing. So then now, why are we stuck in this position? If these other nations is nothing, they rule over us, then why are we stuck? Why are we at the bottom? Because we fail to keep the laws of the Most High. We fail to keep the rules of this family, as the officer was bringing out a little earlier on. You understand? The Lord telling us they are what? Nothing. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
But be like unto who?
But be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spittle, like spit. This is how these other nations is compared as. You understand? Go ahead.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
And liken the abundance of them like a drop that fall from a bucket. Nobody go study that. These other nations, there's nothing. We have to understand the power of the Lord we serve, the God we serve. We have to understand the lies that the oppressor push on us that made us feel, nah, we don't have to serve the Most High. We have to understand the lies that is pushed on us saying, nah, these Christ in black, these angels in black, that make us turn away from following the laws of the Most High. You understand? When they get up every day and they seeing black people being gunned down and all these different things happening in the ghettos, you seeing the statistics on abortion and failed so-called marriages. You understand? That the wicked one, the oppressor, is ruling over us and have us stumbling against the Most High. Then we should know now, we as a people, we had to fix ourselves. How we could fix ourselves? We had to go back in this book and adhere to what the Lord telling us to do. You understand? You know it could be a beautiful thing. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4, Bible question. We start at verse 5. You know it could be a beautiful thing. You could get up in the morning and you ain't hear nothing, like absolutely nothing happened to black people. No murdering, nobody being murdered. You ain't no abortion clinic overrising. You go to the hospital, you ain't see it filling up of black people because there's ailments and disease and all kind of complaint. You understand? Just like how the beloved black world should there be a beautiful thing seeing black people coming together and actually trying to do that once again. With no hindrance from the other nations. When black people are when black people are the problems, they have to run to these other nations for them to solve it. Run into the East Indians in the police station or the Chinese for them to come up with some conclusion to solve your matter when your matter, the rule book or the law that you have in your book to solve your matters, they ain't even touching that. You understand? Scriptures, let's paraphrase the scriptures, say like if a man come and steal something from you, what's supposed to be done? The first thing you do as you see somebody come and steal some, boom, pour a bullet in the back, pour a bullet in the head. You understand? And when you look at the things that black people might steal from black people, is nothing. You understand? Absolutely nothing. Things that we could solve among ourselves. When you look at the pilot that get kidnapped, you know there's no black boy just doing that just so. Some shot had to come from higher up. Some influence higher than what he have, it had to come from up there to make he go and do that. No picture. Wherever area, wherever ghetto he come from with the rules and the laws and the most side, it have no influence could come in on that. These other, now we're going to see who is the real criminal. If black people really get themselves right and start following back the laws and the most side, now we're going to see who is the real criminal. What's happening today? Officer Michael with the shoes and thing.
Salakia.
Yeah.
So, the shoes in penal.
Yeah.
Yeah, can what has happened? It came across social media, right? That it had this store in Pinal, right? That was selling shoes and slippers, right? Of a particular brand, right? And when there was about to bring in a container on the port, yeah, the container was worth 50,000 US, right? To bring in on the port. Customer exercise red flag the container, right? Because they realized the container had bootleg slippers and shoes. It did not come from the company itself, right? It came from another company, but there was bootlegging two major brands.
And the tags on it want to look identical.
But the tags on the shoes was looking like original sneakers and shoes, right? And this was about to be transported to this store in Pinal, and customer exercise stop it. And it ended up going to court, right? And it was proven that it was counterfeit items, and the judge ordered it to be destroyed, and the company in Pinal had to pay the two major brands for all the lawyer fees and to destroy the container off the port.
You understand? So now what should the container go in? I ain't going in no black community. No black man has the power to do that. So now, let me be real. If, that's what we were saying a while ago, if black people start to keep the laws of the Lord and separate themselves, just as the Lord tells me to do, now we're going to see who is the real criminals. Now we're going to see bringing in the drugs. We're going to see bringing in the guns. Because what happening with us as a people, we just in the way. We just in the way. We is the one masking. What masking the real criminal?
And Salakia, so if I may add a little more to it too as well, right? Just as they bring out the and most of these times, right? These particular shoes and slippers is our people buy the most, right? We buy those two particular brands the most. It's two major brands, right? and our people, black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people, we contribute to buying these brands the most, right? And we were not even getting the original quality, right? They were selling us bootleg as original, so we were paying the price for an original item, and in return they was giving us a bootleg item, a false item.
You ain't getting real quality.
We wasn't getting real quality. So we were literally just being robbed blind.
Right.
And it's only because this ended up on a news article that people started to realize that they didn't even have the original quality.
Correct.
And was paying a premium price to get these shoes.
Correct. So now, just as rightfully saying there, right? So now in that, what else could be happening that we're not privy to, that we're paying for and spending all the money behind these other nations? You understand? What else that we thinking now about original, best quality? You understand? And these other nations, they're in it for extra nothing, bootleg. You know, black people really like gold. You understand how much are us buying gold and maybe not even the real authentic thing? Like the real gold, like we had like long time we weighing on scale ounce. Of course, they're gonna be weighing it and things for, and you thinking, nah, but genuine gold or silver. You understand? And we keep pumping our money in their economy. We're not doing what the Lord said. Get on ourselves together. You understand? We're not helping build we nation. We're not helping build we people. You understand? Separate yourself, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man from these other nations. Separate yourself from the lies of the oppressor. We separate yourself, we're going to see who the real criminals is. We're going to see who the real drug lords is, who the real scammers is. You understand? I mean, of course, Nigeria on the map. Maybe nobody gets scammed better than Nigeria. Dead serious. You understand? But if we separate ourselves and keep the laws of the Lord, do what the Lord tells us to do, you're going to see a shift in the earth dynamic. You're going to see all the criminals for who they are. Look at the history of drugs in Trinidad. You understand what I'm talking about, Dual Shady? Look at that history, for example. One of the biggest empires to ever hit Trinidad soil in drugs. You understand? When we see in the US and Kamala them talking about she giving them permission to come in Trinidad. That happened already in the time of Dual Shady. Government of Trinidad gave the US permission to fight drugs against so-called Dual Shady and the Venezuelans and them. That happened during that time too. So all that is just fluff. But if we separate, then you're going to see who they are. They're going to see these other nations and these other races for who they is. You understand? Give me the Deuteronomy Bible Pusha. Deuteronomy 4. 5.
Count. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
The Lord said he taught us statutes and judgments. Go ahead.
Even as the Lord my God had commanded me, that ye should do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
So Moses is telling us, keep these laws, keep these commandments, and do what? Do them. He's saying because this is your wisdom. Go ahead.
And your understanding in the sight of the nation.
The sight of these other nations. These other nations be watching like, how these people different. So these other nations be like, nah, boy, them wise, but something about them. Why them not smoking weed? Why them not peddling drugs? You understand? How their style and their flavor so different. The Lord saying we salt of the earth. Why is the salt of the earth? Because we have the laws of the Most High. You understand? Everything we do, it is different from these other nations. We are the salt of the earth. Give me that scripture. I'm sure I can find the Bible. But go ahead and move some micro.
Come. which shall hear these statutes
Mhm.
and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
This what?
This great nation is a wise and understanding
The
people.
laws are the most high. This is the position that we're going to be in. We're going to be that great nation that these heathens, these other nations is saying. This what? Great nation is going to be what?
A wise and understanding
People
people.
to say now about it. Them understand certain things. These people wise. They're not making any mistakes that we make it. They're not ending up in any problems that we ending up in. You understand? The way how them solving things and doing things totally different to us. They will be having more problems than the nation of Israel will be having. This is a wise and understanding people. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
For what nation
Because they will be asking for what nation, go ahead,
is there so great?
is what?
For what nation is there so great? Who hath the Most High so nigh unto them?
Go ahead.
As the Lord God is in all things that we call upon him
For
for.
what nation is so great and had the Most High God nigh unto them? You understand? This is how we have to have the Most High close to us. Don't make the Most High have his face turning away from us. Come back to the laws. Come back to the rules of the house. Let your father know, hey, nah, boy. They deserve this. They deserve that. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Shah. Salaki and that Officer Micah. You got it. You go ahead, Officer Shah.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 13. You are the salt of the earth.
You are the what?
You are the salt of the earth.
This is what black people are to know. Black people are to come to understand. We is the people that have the rules, the laws, the commandment. We are the salt of the earth. What's the comparison that the Most High gives to us throughout this whole planet Earth? Not the salt of the world, the Lord said. The salt of the earth, because of course you'll understand that there are different words. We are the salt of the earth. We have the laws, commandments, and statutes. When you read in the book of Psalms, he's saying that he have not dealt so with any nation. He gave his words to Jacob, the statutes and judgments unto Israel. We are the salt, the flavor. You look at things that black people do, it's great. It's more different than them other nations. They can't compare themselves to us. You understand? The fastest runners, the fastest swimmers, the fastest jumpers, everything. The best inventors, black people. But the Lord's saying we are the salt. We are the ones that have the laws. Go ahead.
But if the salt have lost its savor,
But if the salt, if we as a people lost our savor, if we lost our laws, if we give up our rules, our judgments, our statutes, go ahead.
wherewith shall it be salted?
Wherewith the earth shall be salted. How will the earth be salted? How the earth will get that savor? How the earth is going to run in righteousness? How the earth will be taken away from the hands of the wicked? Have to turn back to what the Lord gave us, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. If we lost, we salt. If we lost, we savor. How the earth will be salted? How the earth going to get these rules? You understand? Give me Ecclesiasticus 12. We'll close off with that, Baba Kusha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 13. 13 to 14, Baba Kusha. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus or Ecclesiastes, I say? Ecclesiastes, right? 12 and 13. Yeah, 12 and 13 to 14. 12 and 13, Baba Kusha.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. This is what we have to do, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Fear the Most High and keep his rules, keep his judgments, keep his commandments, keep his laws. You understand? Fear the father of the house. Fear the father of this family. How we could fear the father of this family? You have to learn the fear of the Lord. You have to understand what the Lord wanted to do from what he don't want you to do. You understand? Fear the Lord and keep his commandments. Go ahead.
For God shall break every word.
That is the end of 13. Read 13 again, Bible. Because that's 13 now.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Fear the Lord, keep his commandments, because this is the whole duty of man. That is what we have to do, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Again, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Coming here live from light pole number 1, Morris Street in Point 14. If you want to get more information on the school, you're visiting the number that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Contact Professor Sawapeala, who's the man above me, the man in charge of the school down here in Trinidad. You could call him at or WhatsApp at 479-8286. Anytime, any day, any hour. You understand? Feel free to call him and, drop your question, ask more about the school. If you want to pass by the school, like number 1, Morris Street in Point 14, the next upcoming high holiday we have, memorial blowing of trumpets. These is the days that the Lord told us that we as a people, we're supposed to serve. You understand? And be sure to catch us on 91.9 FM be Thursday from 7 p.m. Call into the show, ask your questions, get your answers. You understand? And with that, I'll pass the class over to Priest and Officer Mike Kwak.
This is the ISPPK security announcements. We are the ISPPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the commanding Johnny Hanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if your brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months if the brother or sister will report each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 to 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew and pronounced Maestro. 10% of every penny when the Lord gives you. Give it to the treasury department or teacher. Priest 1. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. The next upcoming Holy Convocation is the Memorial Blowing of Trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month on the Hebrew calendar, which is Sunday, the 21st September, 2025. You can find this in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 24 to 25. Remind Archeum and Aquarium to check on social media, such as ISPPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISPPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then please to start wearing all black, to include black boots, like shirt, like headband or scarf. Like that, you see, I mind you. Going to turn and face the east. Sir, we're going to begin the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shabbat, Adash, Ya, Shabbat, Yahweh, Barakah, Tabaat, Rakazaka, Aya, Aisha, Barakaza, Kawa, Aya, Shamaya, Thunder now, Lakam, Yawam, Wasalakna, Kawawata, Wasalakna, Kawawatina, Malaa. Now, I'm going to say a word. Above, shine, Ayah, Right, Ayah, Naka, Amalakwa, Ohala, Watapara, Aman. What you just said in English, oh Father, hallowed be thy name. How, kingdom come, will be done, in earth. As in heaven, give us this day, daily bread, and forgive us we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sir, men of Israel, let's give the teacher a 150 salute. Imagine your back. Imagine. Barak, Yeah, how about Shami Oshaiba Qatar?
How about Shami Oshaiba Qatar?
Yeah, again, Sa, let's give the sisters online at 1:30 salute. Madam Shabbat, Madam Barak. Yeah, I want to add a turn about Shami Oshaiba. Yeah, the Mata, class dismiss.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yohana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
West to the depth till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Makwaya.
West to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM. ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yohana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
One west to the depth till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Makwaya.
West to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.